Us. Hi everybody. Thanks for coming back, and I hope you're well. I'd like to talk a little bit about stance. The outside form is very important, but more important is that the outside form, if it's correct, allows for the right tensions and sequence of tension within the stance. For example, in front stance, right, both feet should be firm on the floor. We're talking about Kimmer stance. Firm on the floor. Push under the buttocks. Make sure you're not pushing into the lower back if you overextend your stance. Right? Because now you can engage those big muscles here, glutes. Now, the tension in the stance should be from the feet, think from the big toe. Gently twist. It should be subtle. Twist without moving the legs, just around the bone. Right? And the twist is in a spiral, especially moment of Kimmer. Spiral. From the ground, through the legs, engaging the buttocks, through the center, to the technique. Right? And the tension reverses direction. If, for example, I pull toward myself, the energy reverse direction, the tension reverse direction. And use your breath. Now you see, if, for example, sometimes you see the back knee collapse, it doesn't track over the midfoot. Now this tension is not possible to be correct. The knee track over the back foot, even when you turn the hips. Right? Make sure your back foot doesn't roll. If you lose the connection to the floor, you can control this tension again. Yes? So, the tension is generally out, right, around, and the inside leg pull to each other and lift. And again, that's moment of Kimmer. Most of kata focus on the moment of Kimmer. In Kamae stance, it's a little different. You don't need the same kind of tension, but that's for another time. And now this is true to any stance with slight variation. If you're in back stance, again, twisting from the feet outward through the hips, inside leg pull to each other, and lift. And the pressure is back, of course. The twist is, it is almost feel like the skin. Don't push your knee out, but that create support and reaction. So anytime you have this tension, for instance, twist, it supports your technique, make you stable, legs to the hips. It avoid recoil of energy. But it's also a potential. See, leg squeeze, inside leg pull, reaction, bam. Leg squeeze, reaction, reaction, bam. Right? So, see, bam, bam, reaction. So, it supports your Kimmer and load you for the next technique. Same in back stance. Right? Twisting, that twisting support by hips, center, support by technique, but by itself, preparation. Yes? If you think of any stance, give a touch, same. Big toe, push, twist through the hips. Inside leg, pull to each other, lift. Right? Now you support your technique, but also reaction to next technique. See that every time I release this twist, leg pull back, bam, bam, and reaction to next action. Yes. You have to be very careful of your feet angle. Of course, it changes from person to person, but basically, if my foot is too much out, I can control the tension in the hips. Right? Same in Kibbutz. Feet, if the feet are not parallel, you can't control the hips as much. Yes? Think of Sanchin stance. See, back foot straight, front foot about 10 degrees. In, right, straight line, heel to big toe. Yes, and now the leg pull in as if you squeeze a ball here. But the tension is out. Leg pull in, direction. Tension out to the hips, from the feet to the hips. This one, there's a debate about. Some people will say leg pull inward. Which, okay, I think that when you do this, you can control the buttocks as much. I think leg direction inward, twist out. Okay? Neck wash, cat stance. Again, leg pull in direction, like you squeeze a ball. Right? But twist from the floor through the hips. Be careful here. Big toe ball of the foot should be strong. If not, again, you can control the tension. And you can create pressure back. Big toe push down. See, now there's potential and stability. Okay, guys? So, the tension within the stance is what makes the stance effective. And it depends on the outside form. If the outside form is not correct, you can have the right function within the stance.